I remember where to look for a gateway. Follow me.
Well, you two seem to be getting on since completing your mission. Dare I hope this alliance has some staying power after all?
It seems to me we share a common enemy. Kratos, you may not accept that Ragnarok is inevitable, but you're smart enough to know Odin is a threat. Whatever comes next, our best chance of surviving it is to work together. Do you agree?
I do.
Then as to Brock's offer, you can imagine staying under the same roof as a couple former enemies? No further temptations towards terrible vengeance?
Not against you. Either of you. You have my word. Look, over there. This lock is different from others you might know. You'll need an enchantment on your chisel to use it.
뭐라?
Go ahead. Carve the letter.
Suna.
It's an incantation. Suna.
The elves in Freyr's camp mentioned a gate like this in Alfheim. Kept on about some sacred light elf sanctum out past the barons.
A trip to Alfheim. Well, we can decide at the gateway. This boat should get us there if we can clear those vines. Remember what to do? There's a fallen log in the river. It has something on it I don't recognize.
Looks Looks like soundstone to me. I'm sure those new arrows drop.
So it's true. Tyr's really alive?
Aye. Not exactly shipshape. He sleeps in a broom closet now. But he's adjusting.
How did you find him?
Largely, that's down to Atreus having figured out how to access the prophecies giants reserve for their own kind. We only learned of it ourselves after Thor and Odin came calling.
To your home? Is it still standing?
Fairly. But all the violence was seemingly just a distraction to let Odin have a private word with Atreus.
Odin was alone with your son? Did he tell you what they spoke of?
Yes. He said that Odin invited him to Asgard to help him find his answers.
The answers he's rushing into fate in search of. That's troubling. Well, if you're ready to talk to him, the Mystic Gateway is ahead. If not, I have some unfinished business up this river I could use your help with.
Or we can follow up on that elven sanctum out in Alfheim's desert.
If you want to continue exploring, we'll need to remove that log and the good. We can explore the river now. And hopefully right some more rumors.
하류는 안 돼?
What is your unfinished business?
I left something behind, near the falls.
Your wedding site. Now why do you want to be going back there?
To be free of the bonds of my marriage. And to Asgard.
I think you severed that a long time ago.
Not completely. Not enough.
Guide us.
My people settled this river many ages ago. Thousands traveled it on pilgrimage to the shrine of worship. But then the Aesir came. This is all that's left. Astrid's garden. The wilds reclaimed it. It was beautiful.
Watch for the horns!
Behind you! Look out! Down.
You're on fire, Kratos. It will pass.
The creatures weren't always this ravenous. The ecosystem, it's out of balance.
All is consummation. A fear.
No. Life returns to the garden.
Spirit.
Freya, you returned.
Astrid, what happened to you? To your garden?
The Einherjar. My life's work rotted. My monument to your glory reduced to this. I am sorry, my queen.
You need never apologize to me, old friend.
I swore to keep this garden in bloom until you return. To live forever amongst its putrescence. A just punishment.
I will return, Astrid. Kratos, we purge this garden of poison.
Why?
The earth is a reflection of those who tend it. So long as the land is plagued, her soul will be as well.
When my garden blooms, so will my soul.
We have to destroy the totems. They're poisoning Astrid's garden. This garden still aches. There must be more poison somewhere. We have no angle on it. We should climb. Find a better vantage point.
What is this?
The family crest of Henir. Poor man. Can you see if there's a way inside while you're up there?
Learn anything?
Let's return to Astra. Hi.
하인 뭐야, 하인.
The land. It's alive
Yes,
again.
your garden grows again.
Freya, how did you...
It's okay, Astrid. It's time to move on.
Thank you, goddess. I do love you.
And I you.
You've done a great kindness.
A temporary one. The garden will die again.
All things do. That is no reason not to try.
Oh, glad to see that still works. An armor piece bearing Lunda's brand. Shame it's broken. Nice bit of work otherwise.
Then why leave it?
You suspicious of her, brother?
If the orb she seeks is important, she would not have left it behind.
Perhaps.
Look. The door's held shut by that counterweight. We lower it, the door will open. Sigil arrows won't work on this. What's that? Those vines have grown through the window. Maybe we could get closer from the other side. Those vines. They're growing from that bridge.
Freya, something your brother said. The Ace here burned him.
Yes. We weren't yet at war, but relations with the Vanir and Aesir had been hostile for ages. Freyr got it into his head that he could improve relations by sharing our magic. Vanir techniques for bountiful harvests, enough to feed their whole population. Getting set on fire was the thanks he got.
That's true. The Aesir were too undisciplined and impatient for the subtlety of Vanir spellcraft.
Let this wait. Stay alert.
This crest belonged to Odin. A peace offering from my people. And a waste of good work.
어려운 전투 아니었나 이거?
Kratos! Are you okay?
와우.
Brother, no!
한 마리 못지하게 말이네.
Left side, Kratos!
Nicely done.
Alpha!
Shake it off, man. You've got this.
Great. Maybe you can break the chain from here as well, no? The gate's open. We can head back and get inside.
Incoming! Above you! What's it say, brother?
Appreciate you finding my orb, though. I am doing this for free one night.
Expanded my wares. If you got the raw materials to make them. Family crests? I'll take them. About time I had something to do.
Good thing we didn't miss this.
Sure, I'm open.
아, 제작 가능이었어?
That'll keep your bits in all the right places.
Find that orb yet?
This crest. It's mine.
물 하나 푼 것 같고.
Behind you! Look out!
Enemy behind you, Kratos!
What utter
foolish. My soul cannot rest until they are at rest.
What is wrong?
I died. And you will help me.
Of course, Gunhild. But to what end?
When the Einherjar came, we needed a way to fight back. I suggested say their magic.
I understand your desperation, but that was foolish.
Clearly. I was lucky enough to be murdered before my mind could be corrupted, as theirs did. You must free them.
Of course. Say their magic corrupts so ruthlessly.
Stay alert! More enemies!
Now, how do we get up there, I wonder?
We can't. Not with those vines in the way. Doesn't look like we can reach it from down here.
My friends' souls are still twisted, aren't they? Give them the freedom of death.
Looks like more of Lunda's old armor. Nearly have the complete set now.
애청님 다시 안녕하세요.
Must be safer this way. We'll need to find another way around.
밥밥밥밥. 보통 집에 있으면 밥 반찬에 이것저것 아, 밥이랑 국. 좀 어이가 없네. 여기까지 올라온 게 저거를 건드리려고 온 게 아니고 저 상자 열려고 온 거야?
I think we can burn those vines from here. that work?
온통 퍼즐이니 게임.
Please, please end their suffering.
Nice work.
저 상자를 열려고 지금 이 짓을 하고 있는. 아예 좋은 거 그런 거 없어. 그냥 모든 상자는 강화템.
So, what's it like, being back?
Like I haven't come back at all. Everything's changed. I'm a stranger here.
I know the feeling.
The runic word appeared over there. See it? Mecking. We should be able to reach the wedding site now.
좋은 상자인가?
As long as they still haunt this realm, so will I.
이게 어떤 기분이냐면 엘들링에서 어떠한 상자를 열어도 단성만 주문하는 느낌. 여기 자체를 다르게 와야 되나? 여기가 세워지지 않으니까.
The closer we get, the more tightness grows in my chest.
You're sure you want to continue?
Confronting the past comes with a price.
It must be done. I've lived with this pain far too long. If you can believe it. We were happy once. For a time, foolishly believed the peace would last. Perhaps that was my mistake. All I wanted was to protect my family.
There is no shame in that.
I failed, all the same. Those scrawlings must be Sather nearby. Interesting.
아니 너무하네 진짜. 또 상자 이렇게 가다 놓은 거야?
Lunda's ore.
Be cautious. We know not what it does.
You really think she'd send us to get the bloody thing if it was going to kill us? Let's just take it back to her.
아니 이거 얼마나 빨리 열어야 되는 거야? 마삭.
Sigil arrows won't work on this. That's it.
왜 이래 주구장창 숨겨놓냐.
More Sather markings. Goonhield's companions can't be that far ahead. Look what they've done to this place.
That's all Lunda's armor taken care of, as well as her odd little sphere. Should we return them to her? Anything interesting, brother?
Over there. Those are the lost Sather spirits. Friends of Goonhield.
They don't look very friendly anymore, do they?
Let us put them to rest.
Unstable! Get back!
Are we done?
Protect yourself!
What good's a shield if you're not going to use it? Feel that one, brother.
The family crest of Kvasir the Wise. More like Kvasir the Inebriated, in truth.
와, 확신해. 적들도 보라색이고. 뭐 함정이 있는데 거기서 싸우고 그러네. 아이고 씨.
I think that's the last of them.
I knew these souls. I would have thought them smarter than to meddle with
아이씨. 뭔 놈이 처역신 때문에 죽냐.
Brother, I had a thought. What if we took a stealthy approach to our next battle?
No.
just gorgeous. I wish things had gone differently. But they say they are at Rasper.
It's unstable! Get back!
Good thing you learned the runes, brother.
We'll have to find a way through this debris. Sigil arrows won't work on this. Looks like that worked.
강이 생겼다.
What did you find?
좋은 거. 아유, 비켜.
Is it done?
It is done.
Your friends are at peace.
Good.
And
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
헬리님 어서
Had I been
오세요.
here, I would have prevented this.
Do you think us lost babes incapable of making our own choices?
No, but
We made a mistake. It was ours to make, not yours to prevent. Even if you had been here.
Yes, you're right. Goodbye, Gunhild.
Goodbye, my goddess.
Kratos, thank you for taking the time to help my people.
I helped no one. They were already dead.
Oh, but you did. You put their spirits at ease, and that has eased my spirit as well. I feel lifted.
Enjoy it. It will not last.
You're right. There are most certainly other corrupted sisters out in the realms.
You always know how to end on a cheery note, brother.
Damn! Am I good or what?
Very good.
Somebody ought to save these, even if the Vanir won't.
Lunda.
Right. Business time.
Here.
Oh, well, thank you so much. Elsa's been itching to get her ball bag all dang winter. It's her favorite toy.
What?
아이, 돼지 새끼 장난감을 고른 거네.
Good thing you were so cautious, brother.
Quiet.
He's right, Mimir. Show respect. The squeaky toy could have been the death of us all.
And it nearly was.
Do not laugh.
It's hard not to, brother.
Try.
Okay. Okay.
어려.
That'll mess some folks up. Hope you're feeling violent. That'll put some hurt on them. That'll mess some folks up. Hope you're feeling violent. And now for the goddess. Let's make something then. Wait, feels like there was something else.
And how is it you two know each other?
Nah, I can't be divulging guild business. You got it.
XP 들어가는 데가 한두 군데가 아니네. 엄청 들어가는구만.
Expect a secret, dude.
I'm sorry?
Let's just say Brock and I have long enjoyed certain common interests.
That's right. Like getting us into trouble.
And getting you back out.
Fine then.
Mimir, you may continue. But Freya,
Oh, yes. Well, the Aesir grew all too easily impatient with the subtle agricultural magic Freyr had offered to school them in. So when things went wrong, they blamed their teacher.
so Freya was a guest when Odin burned him.
Not exactly. Odin didn't mind locking Freyr up. He saw the potential of the magic and wanted to know more than how to improve crop yields. It was a mob of lesser Aesir, bitter and short-sighted, who tied him up and lit him aflame as punishment for the sabotage they imagined him guilty of. Obviously, he survived. In fact, he used the opportunity to escape. But such an affront made war inevitable. We'll just go there for now.
It's explosive! Be careful!
What is wrong?
Please, leave me to my prayers. I await Freya, the great healer.
I am here.
She will cure me. I have been a loyal follower. She would not abandon.
I am Freya. What do you need?
Only she can cure my sickness. With mangold, mire, and poem.
We must help her.
She demands a cure. She is dead.
She is trapped here, ignorant of her own death. If we bring her what she needs, she'll move on.
You're certain?
I'm not going to do nothing. She needs mangold, mire, and palm. We should find some. Well done. What did you find?
As you asked.
A knocking song. Be wary.
Get that thing to shut up! Alka! Right side!
Right side, brother!
It's explosive! Be careful!
Did you recognize her? The sickly spirit?
No. There was a time I could recall the face of every one of my people, but... sometimes I wonder if gods live too long.
I once felt the same.
Anything illuminating?
절묘하게 안 닿는단 말이지.
Could be useful. There must be a way to transfer the fire from one side to the other. Looks like that worked. Well, that did it. That's everything I need. Let's return to the Sixth Spirit.
You would cure the dead.
I promised I would take care of my people.
Not even remember her. Nor she you.
And?
Let us return to the Spirit.
아니 경직이 한 대 맞으면 왜 한타를 다 맞아야 되냐.
It's explosive! Be careful!
Have you finally...
We have collected the plants.
Could this be? I feel my vitality returning to me. I feel... Freya.
I am here.
I knew you would return. Even as the doubters cursed your name.
Thank you. But it's time to rest. You have earned it.
Thank you, my queen. I am tired indeed.
Shall we continue?
Yeah.
Either of you. What more is there to tell of Freya being burned by the Aesir mob?
Well, Freyr certainly wasn't the same. At least for a while. His carefree ways were replaced with nightmares, paranoia, and lashing out. It doesn't excuse what he said at my wedding, but I do understand where his anger came from.
Freya, there's something I've always wanted to ask. What was it Hrimthur whispered to you?
Who?
Hrimthur, the son of Thormur, the stonemason, who disguised himself and built Asgard's wall.
Oh, yes. One of the many occasions Odin saw fit to involve me in a wager without my consent. I wish I could say that was the worst of his husbandly habits.
What wager?
I've told this story, brother.
And now she may tell her own.
There isn't that much to tell. I knew nothing of it at first, surely because Odin didn't expect to lose the bet. A mysterious mason had to build the entire wall in 3 turns of the season.
2! It was 2!
And if he was late, he'd be owed nothing. But if he succeeded, he was promised an audience with the queen. Or so I learned one day when Odin burst into our bedchambers, raging and half-drunk before noon, telling me to get dressed and go see what the mason wants. So, off I went, not knowing what had truly been promised or expected, dagger stashed in my robe for emergency. And this mason, this giant in disguise,
His name was Hrimthur.
he just smiled to see me. And as you said, he whispered in my ear. He said the Aesir had killed his father, and he needed to know that one day they'd burn for it. I pointed out I was Aesir now too, technically. He gave me a look, as if he somehow knew better, and continued. He said he'd built in a structural flaw behind the Asgard Realm Tower.
I knew it! How do we make use of it?
We don't. He said Surtur would know what to do. And if Surtur's approaching Asgard's wall...
Then it is already Ragnarok.
Aye, blast it. I hoped it might have given us another way.
너무 유명한 얘기구만. 뭐지?
Do you know why I left that night, Mimir?
Only a hunch.
He showed me who he really was. Odin asked me to cast a protection spell on him. The one I used on my son. But the way it drove our boy mad, I refused. He was furious, throwing every object he could find, destroyed the room. There was only coldness after that. I tried to make it work, but
No one could have lived like that, Your Majesty. Learn anything?
What's that? Allow me. Food now. I never thought I'd come back here.
기다려봐. 그거보다 중요한 게 있단다. 와, 이거 반방향이야?
Sigil arrows won't work on this.
중첩도 있었어? 참.
Reavers, of course.
Watch out! It's a soul eater! It doesn't belong here! We must get rid of it! It's explosive! Be careful!
On your right!
Incoming left side!
On your right! Behind you! Look out!
Protect yourself!
This place. It used to be sacred. Now it sits abandoned, vandalized. Hopefully the objects I'm looking for are still here.
What's it say, brother?
Look, over there. So much about that day I wish I could change. If only I'd seen the signs.
범위를 찾아야지 안 귀찮은데. 어디죠?
The crest of the Hewley family. One of the first families ripped apart by the war. My circlet's here.
헐,
It's on that pedestal by the balcony!
We must remove these creatures first.
Got him!
Look.
뭐함 너?
It belonged to you.
A symbol of commitment. After the ceremony, he had a new one made every week, each more beautiful than the last. He stopped when I refused to teach him the old magic. You know, my people used to send me gifts too, so I wouldn't forget home. But after the birth of my son, they stopped too. I can't read that from here. Let's head back and I can take a better look. I thought I'd feel peace by breaking it. But I feel nothing.
Perhaps what you seek cannot be found in a circlet.
You may be right. sword isn't complete. It's missing a piece.
뭐지? 나보고 어쩌라는
The
거지?
door is shut. If memory serves, we'll need to light both of those torches to open it. This is a mystic fire. Its flames are short-lived. That's it.
와이. 뭐 죽이는 애 하나 또 뭐하는 거지?
Behind you! Incoming! I don't think we can kill it while Renokin lives. Let's go find it. Alka!
Watch your right!
아니 뭐 어쩌라는 거지 저 벽 뒤에 숨어서.
Your shield, brother. Use it, yeah?
Alka!
Behind you! Look out!
아니 전투를 퍼즐로 만드는 쓰레기 같은 게 어딨어. 아무리 기믹이라도 벽 뒤에 있잖아. 아
Can't do this without you, Kratos!
위치를 찾으면 뭐 무슨 의미가 있냐.
Alka! Finally! It's unstable! Get back! There. I see the chain. It's a denouncement from my people, placed during my wedding.
Good thing you learned the runes, brother.
From the ceremony.
A symbol of reconciliation. We drank from the lover's chalice until we could hardly stand. I confided in him that night about wanting an apology from Freyr. Odin reassured me that he'd be the only family I'd need. And I believed him. The word is complete, but I still can't read it from here. Let's head back down.
Better now?
No. The pain only grows. Will I never be free of it? What more do I need to do? The runic word appeared over there. Phew. After all the battles I've fought, why does the other side of this door scare me most?
The most difficult battles are fought within. But this battle, you will not fight alone. Are you ready?
There it is. My final tie to Asgard. We drove that sword into the pillar together. The sword was forged for the ceremony. A symbol of our union.
난 뿌리 안에서 뭐라도 나와야 되지 않을까?
Mona.
The stone refuses to let go.
Mona! deepest wounds form the strongest bonds. Bastard said it as part of our vows. I hate it when he's right. Asgard holds a part of me I can't sever. I bond to my son. To the Valkyries. That damn realm isn't just Odin's. It belongs to me too. The pain he caused is his. I refuse to keep holding on to it. This sword no longer holds our legacy. But it will serve as mine.
A much more fitting use for it.
야, 아무것도 없구나. 백감에서 뭐라도 있는 줄 알았는데.
Anything illuminating?
I suppose it's on to the next battle.
Yes. You won an important one today.
와우. 아니.
If I may.
Since when have you ever asked for permission?
It's just... I owe you my life, such as it is. And I caused you so much pain. Put you in a terrible situation. For that, Freya, I'm truly sorry.
I wanted to end that war too.
I know. But I swear to do better by you nonetheless. Anything you ask, consider it done. I'm forever in your debt.
I appreciate that. Even if you can't help being an obnoxious noble.
I'm afraid I'll never know how to stop doing that, Your Majesty.
저거는 두 마리? 와.
What's that?
So much for that boat.
세트가 있네.
You know, an arrogant man once told me you can't change the past, only how it shapes you. I think he might be right. It's been a while since I've had a confidant. Would the god of few words lend me his ear now and again?
As long as I am needed. his actions in Midgard, Atreus does still care for you.
I know. I raised a son, too. It may be hard to believe, but he was quite similar to Atreus at this age. He adored his father, always wanted to do right by him, and was constantly frustrated that no matter what he did, he never could seem to get his approval. He confided in me a lot. Sought the
I'll
comfort
buy
of his
it,
father with
then
him.
sell it for a mint
I
once
wonder
the
if your son
Vanir
could benefit
decide
from
they
that,
want
too.
it back.
He has befriended the other dwarf. The blue one's brother.
Oh. Well, if Sindri has that covered, I suppose there's no need for me in his life anymore, is there?
That is not what I meant.
That was sarcasm.
You won't get so much as a paper cut in that.
It fits.
Damn! Am I good or what? You won't get so much as a paper cut in that.
편이 없구나.
Yeah, I'll take your crap. Hand it over already. Yeah, I'll take it. That'll polish up real nice. I'll toss it on the pile. Save me the trouble of getting it myself. Yeah, I'll take your crap. Hand it over already. Yeah, I'll take it. Hitting the road or chewing the fat? Need something special?
It fits.
Damn! Am I good or what? Ready when you are. We got more lip flapping to do or no?
we off to find that elven sanctum then, or something else?
We certainly can. Though we do have something else that needs our attention. We found a Hofgufer out in the Barrens, my lady. In terrible pain. We freed it, but there's another intern somewhere beneath the Forbidden Sands.
A Hofgufer? I haven't seen one since I was a child. Lead the way.
I've been studying, and I can forge some new equipment for you. What can I make for you? Just checking in on me?
Freya, I've always wondered, why was Freyr so revered here so quickly upon his first arrival?
Well, to begin with, it wasn't his first arrival. Very few know this, but Freyr was one of the earliest visitors to Alfheim, back in the dawn of realm travel.
Oh, bit before my time. Do tell.
We believed for a long time that all the giants had died in the flood, until one of them appeared in Vanderland.
Set that aside for now. Come.
Much of the sand has been cleared away, but another storm rages beyond that pass, which must mean
Another Hofgufer.
odd. It looks as though the Light Elves sealed off this section of the Barrens. Why?
Luckily for us, a very considerate goddess has enhanced our magic chisel, and we can unseal it.
My, that is lucky.
The Forbidden Sands lay beyond.
Contested territory, according to Bela. And another storm to endure.
I remember when Freyr and I traveled to this realm as children. The desert was healthy and full of life back then. I can't help but fear that era has ended for good and our efforts here are futile.
It's a fair concern. Healing this land will take more than a pair of singing Hofgufer. But I have to believe, in the long run, we're doing right by Alfheim. Well, best we start looking for a way underground.
Keep a lookout for a cave!
뭐라 여기라고 뜨는데?
Jewelry.
Oh? Put it on one of my horns. Let's see if I can pull it off.
No.
An elven library.
An archive of knowledge.
No sign of the Light Elves.
For now.
Maybe they've left for the day. We can browse at our leisure.
Here.
So, these are the Valine schematics, eh?
You know of him.
Aye. One of the most gifted dwarven smiths around. Until he developed a conscience, anyhow.
These texts alone are not enough to end the Elven War. but restricting their access only serves those who wish to prolong it.
Taking a page out of Odin's book.
Aye. Quite the advantage for the Light Elves.
This book is sealed, but there is an inscription. Consul.
Big Veer spoke of an exile of the same name. Odds are he'd like a gander at that particular text.
Oh, nice.
All this knowledge of their ancestors, their shared history, poetry, just sitting here. Forgotten. What a waste.
그냥은 안 보내주겠지?
Ah, it appears the librarian would like a word. Sounds like she wants that journal back.
No.
Use a shield strike!
아니, 가드를.
Nasty hit! You all right, brother?
Shield strike! They're healing!
Leosalva. Thought. Yankee Vita. Helga Brotina.
She thinks she's protecting them by hiding all this knowledge away.
Our ally wishes to read this journal. We are taking the book.
살리든다고?
I'm impressed. Thought you were going to end her.
When last we traveled here, after Faye passed, I killed an elf of great importance. The ramifications were dire for his people. I do not wish to make the same mistake twice.
I see an entrance! appreciate our work here in the desert. I wonder if he knows how poorly this realm has fared in his absence.
Aye. Hearing the Song of the Sands again is a rare privilege, even if it's only a solo act.
Or a duet, once this Hofgufa is free. This architecture. It is not of the Dark Elves.
An abandoned ancient settlement, by the looks of it. Built long before the Lightwell's creation.
More hive matter as well.
I'd say we're on the right track then.
뭐래? 왜 안 내려가지?
Blocked.
Could I reach it from down here? No effect. Perhaps a different arrow. When I last came here with you and Atreus, I assumed the absence of Alfheim's light was an aberration. I didn't realize it was covered by hive matter.
Aye. And as far as the Dark Elves are concerned, it's that light column in the center of the temple that's the aberration. Just look at how old some of these surfaces are. Far older than the Lightwell, or even our trapped Hafgifer for that matter.
That's quite the empathetic perspective, Mimir.
Well, dangle from a burly god's backside for a few winters, and you'll find yourself looking for all sorts of new perspectives.
More hive, but denser. Too thick for that. Maybe the Twilight Stone on the ground will help. Well, there you go.
Another ridge to the left!
아씨.
monster's about to explode!
Enemy behind you, Kratos! Good riddance!
눈치가 있네.
Behind you, watch out! Poison, right side!
Enemy behind you, Kratos!
Light elves.
뭐야?
Take all of life coming your way!
Incoming right side!
Impressive!
Behind you, look out!
Left flank, poison! One more to go.
Light elves don't often travel underneath the barrens, do they?
Territory changes hands often in Nalfheim. Or so it appears.
Big Bear did mention that these ruins have historical significance for the Light Elves. I assume they're only here to keep intruders out.
Well, at least they tried.
I suspect the corpse below would disagree.
That dense hive is blocking the way. There must be a way past.
Good eye. Let's continue, shall we?
Above you! Incoming poison! Enemy behind you! The Alpha!
I hope freeing these half-goofers will allow them to breed again. It was a dazzling display once. The skies of Alfheim filled with their song.
I imagine it's the lack of fresh light that's caused this pair to grow abnormally large. No use in having babies if there's nothing for them to feed on.
Trying to protect their children from a harsh world. I can relate.
옵션도 없는 게임이.
I wonder if these two comprehend the choice they face once free.
What choice do you speak of?
The life cycle of the Hakufa. In order to breed, they must pass on their light to their children.
Without light, they will die.
I suppose that's all any of us can hope for. That our death has purpose. That we can live on through our children. Well, given another chance, I know what choice hasn't been. Good. Almost there. Well done. Time to set it loose.
Aye, back to the surface then.
Left side, Kratos! Behind you, look out!
소환이 왜 안 나가죠?
It will pass. Behind you! Incoming!
와, 다 잡았는데, 씨.
Left side, brother!
A pipe.
Used in many of Freyr's blessings, I imagine.
The fate of these creatures. It reminds me of a story.
Does it?
There once was a blacksmith whose king commanded him to construct a box that could contain all the evils of the world. But no metal could hold such power. So the blacksmith used the flame of...
Kratos, is this a story meant to ease my grief?
Perhaps it is just a story. A way to pass the time.
I appreciate the sentiment, but... well, your stories...
What about my stories?
I wouldn't exactly call them...
There. Mimir is the better storyteller.
Now, don't sell yourself short, brother. You've come a long way from the days of laconic fables.
It's okay. Finish your story, Kratos.
The blacksmith's daughter was the key to unlocking the box. She died trying to protect her from those who would open it.
Well, at least it's a relatable story.
It appears we've overstayed our welcome in Alfheim.
this storm.
맞아. 올라가서 이 닭공을 열어야 되는데. 하다 나왔나 내가. 아니잖아. 답답하네. 지금 내가 뭔가 할 수 있는 거는 이 나무밖에 없는데. 뭐. 아, 여기구나.
my stories are of no comfort. Take solace in knowing you did what you thought was best for your son's safety. Even these creatures know. There is little choice for a parent. You are not alone.
I'm not, am I? And now neither are they.
The Song of the Sands. Wow. Didn't know I could get misty. It's beautiful.
Thank you, Kratos. This land sings once more. We've done good here.
No rush to leave yet, is there? Who knows what kind of adventures await us in a freshly lit Barrens?
저요? 와호.
Light orb incoming!
Not that one, brother!
On your left!
Light elf architecture. It's massive.
Locked. It requires 2 keys.
What are they keeping back there?
That's the beauty of a locked door. It could be anything. Monsters, treasure. Knowing our luck, it'll be a bit of both.
우와.
Behind you! Incoming!
Behind you! Behind you! Look out!
우와.
Oh, this is a fine mess.
다시 살아난다고?
What is it, Mimir?
That's nothing, brother. Just... You ever have those moments where you wish you could... go back? Rewrite your own past, make different decisions?
Journeying through time is more trouble than it is worth.
Ah, fair point. You're speaking metaphorically, right?
여기
No.
Of course you're not.
A statue of my brother. How quaint.
That's odd. The runes are dark.
What purpose does all this serve, other than a testament to my brother's vanity?
Difficult to say without an inscription. But it looks like the elves built this place together, light and dark. Which means this would have been their first act of cooperation in generations. A far cry from lasting peace, but perhaps it served as a monument. One that symbolizes the potential for peace.
This statue may have survived Freya's absence, but a truce clearly did not. Monuments are useless to those who ignore their message.
He didn't create a truce through diplomacy alone. His godhood, his very presence is what healed this land and allowed peace to take root. But once he left, he had to have known what would happen.
Well, he had good reason to leave. Some jackass convinced his sister to marry a madman.
대충 하면 돼.
These crystals contain their own light.
You're right. Normally we'd have to provide our own. Perhaps slotting a crystal on the opposite side could shed some light on this mystery.
Ugh.
예라이.
said monuments are useless. Why restore this one?
It was hidden for some time. Perhaps now it can serve as a reminder.
Aye. Nothing reminds people of their history like chiseled, well-lit marble.
미리 좀 씻고만 꽂아놨다고 되게 귀찮게 하네. 아.
That did something. The ring of crystal shards glow.
Looks like we can read the inscription now as well. In honor of the Enlightened One, may his gift of light shine eternal.
Light from the crystals. It is in the sand now.
Would you look at that? Freyr's gift endures after all. Or should I say, his presence?
You are not funny.
어허허, 죄송한데 그냥 나가게 해주세요. 아이, 또 이걸 들었어. 아니네?
Even when Freya was actually here, the peace was fragile. Surely a bit of extra light in the desert isn't enough to make it last.
Before I met Faye, I could not imagine a life of peace. After her death, in our travels to Jotunheim, I found peace on my own. It remains my responsibility to make it last.
Perhaps the elves will find peace again one day, even without Freya's guidance.
His presence continues to guide them, whether they realize it or not.
뭘? 뭐라? 빼네? 레이야, 저게 안 빠진다.
bring these two animals back to Vanaheim, or Midgard even. Becky and Spanna could use the company. We have kennels.
It would not go well for them. Once a predator becomes accustomed to a land, it is cruel to move them.
I suppose you're right. It seems lonely out here.
It is peaceful. They have each other. It is enough.
Freya, do you mind picking up that story about your brother? I think you said a giant had appeared in Vanaheim.
That's right.
No more for now. Focus.
So you just refuse to pick a favorite poem? That's uncharacteristically indecisive of you.
I have a favorite poem already. One from my homeland.
What is that?
A phantom! Rogue magic! Aim for the runic core!
Bloody hell! Look at that thing!
It's vulnerable when it glows! Yelpa!
Nicely done!
Now,
Keep
attack!
doing it! Brother, the springs! Hurry!
뭔데? 버그야?
Close in! Attack!
다른 거였구나.
It's vulnerable when it glows!
Behind you! Look out!
It's vulnerable when it glows! Outcome!
Nicely done! Keep on it!
Close in!
Now, attack the wound!
Need to take out those springs, brother.
알고 있어. 알고 있는데
Right side, incoming.
아, 또 갑갑하네. 기믹인 걸 알고 있는데 씨. 거기 가는 방법을 갖다가 됐네.
Behind you! Look out! Outcome!
Behind you, brother.
Incoming! Back here!
Behind you, watch out. Nicely done. Keep on it. Need to take out those springs, brother.
That's it! Watch your right!
Behind you.
Now! Attack the rune! Outcome!
Ah, this is a fine mess.
What is that?
A phantom! Rogue magic! Aim for the runic core!
Bloody hell! Look at that thing.
Now!
Build it!
Attack the rune!
Attack!
Outcome!
yourself an opening! Don't waste it!
Attack the springs! Hurry before it recovers! That's it!
Close in! Attack! Attack!
Nicely done!
Attack
Keep
the
on it!
wound!
Close in! Attack!
Need to take out those springs, brother! Well, yet another gift of Fimbulwinter, I suppose.
The magic draining out of all of us has to end up somewhere.
애매한데. 와, 이거 각도 되게 어렵네. 이 정도면 올라가져라. 아니, 게임적이라도.
You know, I would have beaten you
What?
earlier if Atreus hadn't been there.
Perhaps.
We could go again, find out for certain.
I would rather not.
I'll bet you wouldn't.
애시당초 못 올라가게 돼요.
Freya, do you mind picking up that story about your brother? I think you said a giant had appeared in Vanaheim.
That's right. Her name was Gerd, and she came offering to teach us the secrets of traveling between realms using Bifrost light. Freyr became immediately infatuated with her. He always yearned to wander, and along came someone who could truly show him how. So, wander they did, exploring the world tree from root to branch. But one day, it came time for Gerd to wander away. Freyr was heartbroken, and resolved himself to perform some great feat to win her back. He set his aim on the grandest of gestures. He intended to be the first to find the elusive source of Bifrost light. And he succeeded, although quite by accident. Freyr believed he navigated best while fortified by a potent blend of Vanir herbs. When he wandered, he wandered.
Enough talk for now. Be ready.
누가 봐도 움직이게 생기지 않았냐?
This mentions a spell that puts trolls to sleep, and a magic relic that acts as a sort of counterspell. So, how did your brother manage to accidentally discover the source of Bifrost light?
By doing what he did best, wandering around in a veritable herbal stupor.
Another time. We must focus.
Come on, brother. Let's have it. You mentioned you had a favorite poem from your homeland. What was it about?
A cunning general. A war over forbidden love.
I believe I've heard of this one. Did it involve a horse that was not as it appeared?
Yes, but that is not what happened.
Oh, it's based on truth then. And you were there.
Yes. I prefer the poem.
Something is coming, and it's not happy.
On your guard, Kratos!
와우, 저 뭐야?
Here it comes! Watch out for the scales!
와우.
What on earth was a drake doing back there?
Your guess is as good as mine. Imprisoning a drake. Can't decide whether to be impressed or horrified.
Either way, it is over now.
이게 다임? 씨.
Lemire, I never asked how it felt to lose your head.
What would you have me say? That it tickled?
Merely curious.
If you wish to derive some satisfaction from my pain, I'm afraid you'll be disappointed. Kratos swung swift and true, didn't you, brother? I felt nary a scratch.
Shame.
So, Freya, how did your brother manage to accidentally discover the source of Bifrost light?
By doing what he did best. Wandering around in a veritable herbal stupor. And he managed to wander from the World Tree directly into the Lake of Souls. The elves have never seen anybody come out of the lake before, so it got some attention.
Oh, that is bloody hilarious.
I don't know whether he worked his charms at that point or they just assumed him to be a great deity. But of course, he hadn't made this journey in search of responsibility, so he didn't stick around long. Still, the legend of his manifestation was passed along through the ages. It even endured after the Great Division, remembered by light and dark elf alike. So when at last he returned, he was uniquely situated to gain the trust of both sides and help to create a truce. The problem was, both sides trusted only him. So the peace could only last as long as he stayed around to keep it. And with the long war dragging on without an end in sight, I suppose making any kind of peace was an irresistible notion for him. Even if it meant having to rule.
자, 끝났어? 가자, 이제.
Well, brother, before you see the lad again, might we discuss an approach?
He will tell me where he has been. That is my approach.
Ah, classic Spartan diplomacy.
Wait. Did you say Odin invited him to Asgard, and then he disappeared for 2 days?
Aye, but surely the lad's got more sense than to...
Don't underestimate Odin's powers of persuasion. He filled my son's head with lies. Why wouldn't he do the same with yours?
And you tell that one-eyed nutsucker he owes me one.
Thank me now and eternally.
Well, looky there. Glad you can make the trip, your goddessness. I put your sigil magic on the young turd's bow. But then he and Sindri got into it over something. I don't rightly know who's yelling at who in there, but I figure they both got it coming. Well, come on then. Hey, Tyr! Wake up! You got company. Now why don't you just make yourself at home in Sindri's so-called study over yonder?
You're sure he won't mind?
Mine? He'll be thrilled. Joint's getting classier by the day.
Can it be? I never thought I'd have the pleasure of seeing you again, Frigg.
Don't call me that. I haven't been that person in a long time. But I'm happy to see you too. I'd feared the worst for so long. What you must have been through.
Nothing so bad as what you've suffered. Freya, I am so sorry to hear what happened to Baldur. He was only a boy when I saw him last, but I know he meant more to you than anything.
Yes.
And to forbear your vengeance in this way, it's truly an inspiration for those of us who believe in peace.
The only peace these realms will ever know is once Odin is gone. Believe in that.
So you're not here to prevent Ragnarok, you're here to bring it about.
I'm here to make sure Odin doesn't hurt anyone, the way he hurt us.
I can see I've upset you. Forgive me. I am far removed from my days of diplomacy.
이대로 데려가네?
Some new blueprints for you. What's the Witch of the Woods need? The Aesir'll be running scared. That'll put some hurt on them. That'll mess some folks up. You make up your mind. Oh, Elven design, huh? Always loved their style. Lots of curves. Yeah? And Lady Freya? This'll draw attention from your face, at least. Actually, looks pretty good on you. Now, don't let anyone tell you I can't handle delicate work. About time I had something to do.
아까 뭔가 모르던 게 강화가 됐던 것 같은 그런 느낌적인 느낌이 있는데.
Now for the goddess.
주문? 아, 이거. 모자라네.
I truly thought we'd seen the last of Tyr. Perhaps there really is cause for hope.
You better screw his head back on, and I mean tightly.
So you're back.
Are you ready to answer me?
About what?
Where did you go? Who did you see? Was it Odin?
What? Is that what you think?
Do you deny it? Answer me! Did you go to Asgard?
No! Of course not! But so what if I did? It's my future, it's my life.
You are my son!
Then why don't you trust me?
If you want me to trust you, then tell me the truth.
The truth is you're being a complete asshole!
Laddie, you know that's no way to change a man's mind.
He doesn't have any faith in me. It's fine if he keeps secrets. It's fine if Mom did.
It is not fine! Her secrets haunt every step of this path.
Oh, okay. So you don't believe in her anymore either?
This is not about your mother. What you have done is lie.
Wonder where I learned that.
That's quite enough.
Since when do you always take his side?
Since he became the one making sense.
Look, I was only thinking about going to Odin, but I swear it's for a good reason.
There is no good reason to go to Odin.
He'll only cloud your mind.
But I'd be going for us. I gotta stop something bad from happening.
Something bad did happen. Look at me, at Freya, at Tyr. Odin did this to us.
What's got everyone caterwauling all of a sudden?
Atreus wants to go to Asgard.
Asgard? Get kicked in the head or something?
Great. I guess everybody's against me now.
You must choose who you are going to be. Are you going to continue to lie and keep things from me? Or are you my son?
Choose? I never get to choose. Just leave me alone.
Listen.
Let go of me!
Listen!
I said let go!
What the fuck?
Atreus! It's Sindri. Just try to keep control!
Come on! Boy!
Great. Freezing cold, lots of Hellwalkers, definitely in Midgard. Yep, home sweet home. Keep it coming. You're just helping me stay warm. Gotta find some shelter. These things! When did it get so bad out here? Erba Uta! At least something out here doesn't want to kill me. Just need someplace warm. Then I can figure out where to go next. That doesn't look good. Jump up! What is this thing? Some kind of white? What is it you want? More ravens. You trying to tell me something?
얘는 지금 누구랑 대화를 하는 거냐?
First, he thinks I've been to Asgard. Then, lying. I'm trying to save your life, you big jerk! Gotta get out of the cold. Diablo! Shelter, and then what? Where could I go? If I go to Asgard, following the prophecy where Father ends up dead. If I stay locked up at home, there's nothing I can do to stop it. I guess in Asgard, I could at least keep an eye on Odin. Be a spy. Find out his plan. Take control of this. Oh, who am I kidding? I can't go to Asgard. Wait, are those red leaves? Freya's house. Oh, no. Charlie? No. Charlie. Please. Please. Charlie. Hey, big guy. I'm here now. Don't you worry. I need to get you warm. You're gonna have to stand to let me into that house. Think you can do that? Come on, Charlie. You have to do this. I can't help if you don't... Emily! Emily! Good. Good boy. What a mess. I know, buddy. I know. It's cold in here.